maternal mortality. We're perhaps the 4th in the world in terms of that statistics, about over 1,000 deaths in about 100,000 live births. Those are some of the statistics that have come. But I hear that you declared free cesarean section for pregnant women.
Yes.
And I didn't know about it until recently.
So free treatment of emergency obstetric complications for women in the empaneled facilities, and that includes cesarean section. So it's not only cesarean section, so emergency obstetric complications, excessive bleeding, of course obstruction, other complications of pregnancy. If a woman gets referred to a facility that is CMONC certified, she or her family can be reimbursed. The facility will be reimbursed for that care. The reason for that, and again, I think I cannot emphasize this enough. The president is very clear in his mind that the health and well-being of Nigerians is core to his own agenda and vision for the country. And within that, the poorest and most vulnerable, women and children, are an important priority. So if women will die because they cannot afford the treatment when they have a complication, pregnancy is not a disease. Why should a woman die because she cannot afford a cesarean section?
And this costs the minimum of 60,000 naira, isn't it? But
yes, minimally. Yes, minimally. No. It's 150,000. Yeah. So, and there are women whose families may not be able to afford that. So, in the context of this reform that the president is undertaking through the health sector, we mobilize the resources working with the Health Insurance Authority to ensure that empaneled facilities can reimburse, and that there's a system from basic facilities to ones that have comprehensive emergency management or obstetric service that are certified, that women who get there, cost will not be a burden. And what does that mean? Instead of the big things of infrastructure, equipment, that's important, but it's really bringing relief directly to the woman and their family. And
Minister,
you can find, so when folks ask, what are we doing? We spent months in the design and the planning and the resource mobilization. The last several months, we're in the phase of execution in getting things done. The last week, I've been to 8 or 9 states. I've seen for my eyes. And you can ask, the execution is happening. People are feeling the impact of this president in the health sector. And it's just the beginning, because the resources are there. And we believe that by doing so, the maternal mortality, which is 512 per 100,000, according to the latest data that we have, will even go further. We identified 172 local governments that account for more than half of all maternal deaths in Nigeria. So through MAMI initiative, we are converging efforts together with the state governments and local governments, deploying human resources and helping to reduce the risk of a woman dying. That is ongoing, and we need to sustain that over
let's
time.
break it down. You know, you are foreign trained.
I'm domestically, I'm domesticated.
Let's break it down. And I want a lot of Nigerians to hear this and hear this, because there are a lot of people who can benefit. And I was going to speak it, say this as pedestrian as possible, so that if you're out there and you can benefit, it is good for you to have this information, and the minister will tell us where you can find this free service. It means that a lot of people who die because they are pregnant and they go into labor and they're not able to come out of the labor alive. That they say they do not want it to happen again. What are they doing? They say that if you have complications, that means if it's not likely that you are going to have a natural birth, and you have complication, which includes cesarean section, it's going to be for free. Is that right? And this has been since last year.
Since we announced it in November during the joint annual review. And the empanelment of the facilities has been going on since then. 154 health facilities have been empaneled all across Nigeria.
The ones that are scrolling on the screen right there, right?
Yes, those are the facilities.
Those are facilities. So people can go there.
People can go there.
We're going to publish it on our website.
Absolutely.
Anyone can go there. You can save a life. You can help your neighbor. You can help your wife. You can help yourself. You can help a sister. People should not die because of these complications any longer.
Put it in context. Of the pregnancies that occur in Nigeria, Women who have complications are a small fraction. Most pregnancies end up normal delivery, thank God. A few get complications. Those complications can be referred to CMONG facilities, those facilities that you are scrolling. These are facilities that have quality manpower, they have reached the standard, they have the equipment, the capability.
And across several states of the Federation?
Yes, 154 of them. And for women who are eligible because they have those complications, in those facilities that have been empaneled, they will be treated and the facility will send for reimbursements and government will pay for it. We have the resources available, identified in the HOPE project.
If you're lucky to have a natural birth,
yes.
It's not free.
So for those, these are the unfortunate cases that government is bringing relief to them. So it's a way of targeting, because you cannot fake to be a woman. You cannot fake to be pregnant. And even if you're pregnant, you cannot fake to require cesarean section or blood. And if you leave it open, even God knows who might come and say they want to be to get 100,000 or 150,000, there may be. But that is why there's a system in place through NHIA, the Health Insurance Authority, to be able to purchase those services for eligible women in the facilities that are qualified to provide those services, to save the woman's life, but also to reduce the financial cost. So we're providing financial protection. Health is also a key instrument of social protection. And that is what this government is trying to do, so that the poorest and most vulnerable among us, we're taking care of them. And we've raised the resources to be able to do that. And beyond the 154, more facilities are being empaneled by NHIA, so that more and more facilities will have the volume. Because for delivery, for treatment of complications, it's not everywhere you can have cesarean section. They have to have a theater, they have to have anesthesia, they have to know how to do it. Otherwise, if you say everywhere people can do cesarean section, there may not be the qualified personnel to be able to do that. Yeah. So it's a very thoughtful effort to crush maternal mortality, bring financial protection to our population, and I think bring the confidence back within our health system that, look, yes, we take care of the complicated cases, but we can also address the most basic things, and that we care about all of this, our population. Yeah.